Hello all, my name is Dinesh Raturi and today we will be creating Dialogflow chatbot. So before starting, I want to discuss few of its terminologies which is very important to discuss right now. First is agent. So what is agent? Agent is something like your chatbot application through which user is interacting with. Second is intent. Whenever user said something or queried something to the bot, agent tries to match it with some intent. And I will be discussing rest of the terminologies later while development. Third is knowledge base. So knowledge base is something like a CSV or comma separated file or HTML file which has question and answer basically. Fourth one is fulfillment and integration. Fulfillment is something when you have to connect your Dialogflow with the Python or Flask framework. And integration is something when you have to integrate and deploy your chatbot to Telegram or WhatsApp or something like applications. Now to create a chatbot agent, you have to log in into your Dialogflow account with your Gmail ID. I have already done that, so I'll go to console directly. Otherwise, you have to log in or sign in with the Gmail ID. So just click on go to console option. So after login, you will see the blank dashboard like this. I have already created some agents, so you will not be able to see all these kind of options there. So you have to create an agent first. So you just click on this option and give any name to your bot or agent. So I have already given the COVID-19 test name to my agent. You just need to give any name and just hit create. So whenever you will go inside intent option, then you will be able to see two options are there. One is fallback intent, other is welcome intent. So let's click on welcome intent and you will be able to see few options like context, events, training phrases, action and parameters and response. And then there is a fulfillment option is there, right? So we will discuss step by step in later stages. But as of now, just understand that whenever user asks something to the bot, let's say user said, hi, hello, or something like this, then Google Flow tries to match that particular query with the intent and will give a response to the user like this, hello, hi, how are you doing, hello, how can I help you, or something like this. Let's go to the second intent, which is fallback intent. So as per the name, fallback means whenever Dialogflow is not able to understand the user query, then it will reply all these sentences like I didn't get, can you please say that again, and something like these words or sentences. So we have to create a multiple intents for our COVID-19 chatbot. So we will discuss each and every steps. After that, you will be able to see knowledge base. So as we have discussed earlier, knowledge base is something like a frequently asked question CSV file or HTML file. So we will put all the question and answer in a CSV file and we will upload inside it knowledge base. So we can create a knowledge base by going here. You just need to create a knowledge base. You can name any knowledge base like COVID or just save it. After that, you have to click on create first one and you need to fill this form like knowledge type will be FAQ. MIME type will be CSV. We will upload in CSV. You can upload in HTML also. So we will upload in text and CSV, comma separated values. Then we will upload it from our computer. In the later stages, I will tell you how. And then you have to click on save. And so whenever a user ask some questions related to those FAQs, then our bot will be able to understand that it is being asked from the knowledge base. So bot will reply for that particular question from the knowledge base itself. Third option is fulfillment. So whenever you have to connect, as we have earlier discussed in this video, that whenever we have to connect our Dialogflow with our Python or Flask framework in the backend or a cloud like Pivotal or Heroku, then we have to go to the fulfillment part and we have to enable the webhook option, and then we will give URL here, URL of our Python and Flask framework which we have deployed in the Heroku or Pivotal Cloud Foundry. We have to click save option. Then there is an integration option. So in the integration option, we will finally deploy our application to Twitter, Facebook Messenger or Telegram, something like these options. Go to the source code which I have uploaded already on my GitHub profile. You just need to clone it or you can download it and make sure you hit the star button if you like my playlist. So just download it. I have already done that. So I have downloaded that particular source code to my local repository. So as of now, you will be needing COVID-19 bot agent Dialogflow zip file. Okay, so just go to your Dialogflow setting option of your agent, and you have to go to export and import option, then import from zip, and then you have to select it from, or you can just drag and drop directly to your bot. Okay, so it will take some time, and then you have to click import button after that. Zip file, you will be able to see all the intents just like me. If import functionality won't work for you, you have to create it manually. I have mentioned all the information inside my document. You can see the document over here, and I have posted the link in my GitHub profile. So this is the document where I have also mentioned the stepwise implementation with including the application flow diagram. So let's discuss the intent flow diagram. Here we can see that there are one welcome intent. Inside it there are 4 intents like statistics, FAQ, help desk or exit. And after that there are having different childs, which is also an intent for us. And few intents like send email or end conversation are not mentioned over here because they are the direct intents for COVID-19 bot. Because user is not dependent on any of these options. User can ask for the email after these options, after these intents, anytime. Okay, so in real world IT industry, it is very important to create an intent flow diagram because it is very suitable for you to develop the chatbot or to manage the chatbot in future. So let's discuss the welcome intent first. And one more important thing I want to mention here, that I will be discussing 3 intents here. One is welcome intent, other is country intent, and the third one is FAQ intent. Alright, so and the reason of discussing 3 intents here is all the other intents will behave just like these 3 intents. So if you are able to understand these 3 intents, country or statistic intent, welcome intent or FAQ, you will be able to make your own chatbot. Okay, so let's go to the Dialogflow. So now after importing, you will be able to see all these intents. So click on welcome intent. So you will be able to see that there is an option training phrases. So now whenever user has come to your chatbot and type hi, so you have trained your welcome intent according to that, because hi is in my training phrases. You can train your intent just like you want. If you want to train a word like Dinesh and just hit enter, then you will be able to see that whenever anyone or user type Dinesh, then it will goes inside the welcome intent. As of now, inside welcome intent, Google Dialogflow provides by default training phrases, so we don't need to train any of these phrases. Go to the responses tab. So you will be able to see there is default. You will be able to see default option here. So you can create your Facebook Messenger, Telegram. I'll be discussing it later. But as of now, for default intent, you will be able to see text response. So you can add text response over here, and you have to add the response whenever users say hi, hello, or any training phrases that you have mentioned over here. Dialogflow will reply, or bot will reply to the user with this response. So whenever user said hi, then the response will be hello, hope you are staying at home and safe, welcome to COVID-19 bot. So choose first, second, third and fourth and fifth, and options like this. So you can create your Telegram view also if you are using Telegram. So you are able to see in Telegram, like I said hi, so you will be able to see the options over here like hello and this text. So this text is similar to this text, and the quick replies option is like the buttons. Okay, so I have mentioned the quick replies button over here. You can see that these options are here like these options. Okay, all right. And all these options are representing our intent. So whenever user chose any statistics, FAQ, help desk or exit, just like I have mentioned in my docs, like statistics, FAQ, help desk and exit, So these are my intents, or you can say that it's a button in my Telegram or quick replies in my Telegram application. So you can see that it is I'm able to see I'm able to see all these in the form of button. Or if we are not using Telegram, or we are using some other application, then we have to mention it like this. Default response of hi will be like this. And now let's assume that user has chosen cases country wise option. So there should be a provision in our Dialogflow or chatbot to handle the cases country wise training phrases. So for this we have to create a intent. So let's go back to the intent option, and I have handled it inside select country option. So I have created a new intent whose name is select country option, and I have given the training phrases cases country wise. So whenever user enter cases country wise option or choose cases country wise option, then Dialogflow will able to match, and Dialogflow will be able to understand the intent and give the response according to that. So bot will respond, please enter the country name. So let's test it. So yeah, you can see that default response is like please enter country name. User has selected India as a country name. So there should be a provision to handle the country name. Okay, so let's go back to the intents. So I have handled it inside COVID search country intent. So now you will be able to see that I have mentioned only one country name inside training phrases. So as soon as user has entered India as a query text, then Dialogflow will be able to match the intent with this, but here I have entered the USA. So how Google Dialogflow will be able to match the intent? So it is just because of an entity, because Dialogflow provides us the different type of entities like name, email, phone number, etc., so that we can extract the information what user has actually entered. Inside action and parameters, we are actually extracting the India or any country name, so that we will send it to further Python or Flask, and Python Flask will be able to send it further to the Rapid API, so that it will return the response of India, and hence Python Flask will return it to Dialogflow, and Dialogflow will return it to user. In this case, you will be able to see that we have mentioned parameters name, sys geo country, default entity, which is in yellow in color. So there is no matter user has entered India, Japan, or any country name, so it will automatically fetches the country name, because we have mapped it with the default entity. So you have to we can get the value at $geo-country name, and we can also prompt the user if it has an user has entered a wrong country name, right? Now response option. Now you will be able to see that we have mentioned that here are the details like this, and do you want me to send the report to your email address? Because after showing the detailed report, we have to ask to send this report to user's email address. So here I want to mention one point. Whenever you are looking for the detailed report for India, so you will hit the webhook fulfillment for India. So our Python Flask will return us some response in terms of JSON, okay, and it will be over, and that JSON response will override this default text response. So you can see over here that in India, if user has entered India, then you will be able to see the detailed report which has returned by our Python Flask web application, but the default response has been overridden by this response which has been returned by Python and Flask. Whenever user ask or entered FAQ, or user asked anything like can I wear mask or something like this, so there should be a provision to handle these type of query strings. I have made a intent continue conversation for this. So you can see over here that I have my training phrases are FAQ, yeah, of course, you're sure, okay. So whenever user has entered something like this, then our chatbot will respond, please tell me your query, okay. So let's assume I have asked FAQ. Now bot is telling me that please tell me your query. So if I ask can I wear mask, then there should be a provision to handle these kind of a training phrases, because these kind of training phrases are not over here. So for that, knowledge base comes into the picture. For all those query strings or question answers, as I have mentioned earlier in this video, that knowledge bases comes into the picture. Knowledge base is basically a collection of questions and answers. So I have created my knowledge base like COVID FAQ. So you just need to go to my code and you will be able to find COVID_FAQ folder. Inside it, I have created a CSV file. So if I show you this CSV file, then you will be able to see that it has questions and their answers, like what is coronavirus and its corresponding answer and so on. So can I wear mask is over here and its corresponding answer is over here. So we have to upload this CSV file to Dialogflow. So let's jump to the Dialogflow, and I have created my Dialogflow knowledge base document with this name. So after uploading, like if I create a new one, like new document, so just name it test. You will be able, you have to name a proper name like COVID_FAQ. So I have given test just to show you. So just choose FAQ, then MIME type is CSV, because we have a CSV file and we will be uploading it from the computer, and just upload it. Okay, and just hit create. Then it will take some time and it will be visible like this. Okay, and one more important thing, just scroll down and inside the response and inside the default option, just click text response and you will be able to see option like this, and just enter save after that. So your FAQ or knowledge base will be able to work. So now if I query can I wear mask, then it will, Dialogflow will goes inside the knowledge base and will look for the answer. So it is giving me the results. So now let's quickly look for the send email intent. So basically whenever user has entered India, so our Python Flask will return a response with the detailed report, and it will also ask for the, do you want me to send the detailed report to my email address? Type sure or not now. So let's assume I have entered sure. So if I entered sure, then you will be able to see that it is asking me, please enter your name. So why it is asking me this kind of question? Because I have handled this kind of a response or this kind of a query inside my send report to email option. Okay, so user will be able to see that, okay, sure means send email intent, and it will look for the action and parameters which we have to extract from the user. So this is the reason action and parameter comes into the picture, and that's why it is very important to know about these. So you can see that I'm asking for the customer name. You can see that the prompt I'm asking is please enter your name. So it is similar to please enter your name. So let's assume I have entered my name. After that it will ask me please enter your email address. So you can see that it is, I'm asking for the please enter your email address over here. Okay, and same goes for contact number and pin code, and I have mapped it with the particular entities. Okay, now as soon as I have entered this, then I have to show the default response. So as soon as user has entered all these details like name, email, contact number and pin code, then we have to show the default response to the user, which is we have sent the detailed report to your email address. So do you have another query? So there are two options that I'm showing to the user. One is main menu and other is exit. So let's assume user has chose main menu. Okay, so now there should be a provision to handle main menu query. So for that I have handled it inside a welcome intent, because welcome is our main kind of a main menu. So you can see over here that in my welcome intent with the main menu. So now chatbot will look for the welcome intent and it will match with the query string will match with the welcome intent, and it will look for the response. So again it my chatbot will show this kind of a menu to the user. You will see that there are a lot of intents I have created. So after importing a zip file, you will be able to see that. If you are not able to see that, then you have to create it manually according to the document. Okay, because all the intents works like the same. You just need to train the phrases and give the proper response. Now let's assume that we have to connect some of my intent with the Python and Flask. So let's assume that I have to send India to the my Python and Flask, so that my Python Flask will extract or parse the particular request which has India in it, and it will send it to the Rapid API, so that Rapid API will give the response back, our detailed report of India, and then our Python and Flask will send the report to the Dialogflow, and Dialogflow will send the response back to the user. So in order to connect the intent or agent with the Python and Flask backend, then you need to turn on this enable webhook call for this intent option. So for all the intents which you have to connect with the Python and Flask, your backend, then you have to enable this option for each and every intent. So you can see over here, I have enabled it for search country, and I have enabled it for all these intents, because we have to save the user and bot conversation also in our MongoDB database. Also, you need to go to the fulfillment part, and then you have to enable webhook option. Okay, so we will see how to generate this URL later in the next tutorials video. So if you like my work, just hit the subscribe button, and for any query, just comment down below. Thank you.